am from Greenville for the most part. Moved here with my family when I was 3. Born in Dallas, Texas. So we are transplants, but I grew up pretty much a first generation Greenvillian on the Augusta Road area. So I'm with that crowd. But my dad's always been an entrepreneur and into fitness. So he's got his master's in physical education, and got burnt out working at the Y and started his own business at the Greenville Braves Stadium. My dad's first gig was selling roses in bars. And then he bought a cotton candy machine, was trying to call the Greenville Braves, no one to pick up, no one to return his call. So one day he just rolled his cotton candy machine on a cart and set up, plugged in, and started selling cotton candy at the Greenville Braves Stadium. And it was popular. He walked in the office afterwards, tossed some money on the counter, like, "What's this?" I was like, "That's your cut." They're like, "Oh, can you come back tomorrow?" And so that began the relationship in the concessions business. The next year we tried funnel cakes, and then I grew up working in the ballparks with him, selling, hustling, everything we could. And long story short, we've grown the business. We are a full service food service concession provider for recreation facilities in the upstate. We do Greenville Rec, Simpsonville Park and Rec, Easley Park and Rec. Starting in 2005, the county took a gamble on the water park out in Simpsonville, Discovery Island, and we were right there with them, partnered, and offered concessions at the water park for the first year, and it was the most amazing season we have had yet. That first year has still been untouched. It's kind of crazy. So I was just finished my freshman year in college. Dad's like, "Hey, I got a summer job for you," and little did we know we were kind of building the next part of our future business. So it was just a bunch of high school and college friends that came back one summer and worked at a water park, sold smoothies and funnel cakes and flipped burgers all summer. But it was a blast. The biggest challenge with working in county or municipality owned facilities is that there's really not much to work with. So the concession stands are small. There's really not a whole lot of infrastructure in place. So besides several sinks and a little bit of power, you've got to put in fryers, hood systems, ice machines, registers, refrigerators. Fortunately, we get some partnerships with some of our vendors for some of the cooking equipment, but there's a lot of front-loaded equipment, just like any restaurant, to set up. In working with all the recreation facilities and all these municipalities, we still didn't have anything that was our own. We were at the mercy of weather or tournaments or water park season, so we wanted something that we could call our own. So that's why we opened up in 2011 Funnelicious. We are going into our 4th year of being in business now. We fixed up a little 500 square foot building right across from the baseball stadium, and took it down to the brick, took it down to the dirt, put $120,000 into it, and made it our little snack shack kind of thing. So we are open for business pretty much every day. We are still very seasonal, we've come to find, and that there's plenty of challenges that we did not see opening up an actual retail restaurant, whereas before we were used to a captive audience. You're at a water park, you're at a baseball tournament, you're there for a reason, and we're the ones providing food. You don't have to come to Funnelicious, unfortunately. So we overcome a lot of challenges in that first couple years. You might have noticed that we have changed our name to Funnel Delicious recently. We were fortunate enough to receive a cease and desist, and we feel like that's a badge of honor. You're not doing something right if you don't rub somebody the wrong way. So there actually is a guy that has Funnelicious with 2 L's trademarked out in Colorado. So he came after us and some other people. So we kind of ducked and dodged and re-trademarked, rebranded, and we're moving forward with that. It's not easy to rebrand, as anyone knows, but in Delicious you see deli highlighted, which showcases our sandwiches and hot dogs. I'm still learning every day. I take nothing for granted, and I'm proud to be doing what I'm doing. I am constantly trying to grow, constantly trying to challenge myself. Recently, I canceled cable, I dropped TV, and I'm starting to simply just read. So I'm constantly challenging myself to grow and to get better and to develop more of a focus and a self-discipline. So my advice to other entrepreneurs would be to focus on yourself first, and your daily rituals, your practices, your productive habits, and then your business and life will follow.